Well, good evening, folks. This evening we're going to fish with a bait that I love to fish with. It's a Super Fluke made by Zoom, and it's the Arkansas Shiner, excuse me. And there's a lot of different ways to fish a fluke. I love to fish them, especially in conditions like this. We have an approaching front. It's hot, but it's fixing to rain and thunderstorm tonight. So I have about 2 hours to fish this evening. But let me show you about the double fluke rig, okay, and how I rig it. This is 20-pound test braid, okay. And on my main line right here, I have a swivel right here with 20-pound test fluorocarbon. This leader is about 30 inches long. The second one is a swivel with a leader about 12 to 15 inches long. And I done have a fluke rigged right here. Now if you notice, I use a loop knot. And the reason I use a loop knot is because it gives it a back and forth movement. When you got both of these baits paired together, moving back and forth, kind of like a Zara spook. If you've ever fished a topwater Zara spook, it'll walk the dog for you. It'll go back and forth. Well, that's what these flukes are doing when you tie a loop knot. And I'm using a 4-aught Eagle Claw laser sharp hook in these. Let's go ahead and show you or rig up one of these flukes right here. The proper way to rig up a fluke, let's look at that bait. If you're just now starting to use a fluke, you can see that the belly is open that way. This part represents, of course, the belly. So you want your hook to go through the bottom of this belly to balance the bait. Let me show you what I mean. Alright, here's the loop knot I'm talking about. Just go through about 1/4 of an inch right through the center of the bait. That's probably about 3/8 of an inch, to tell you the truth. Pull it down like that. Leave the knot exposed. Leave it out here like that. That'll give it that back and forth, back and forth. Now what I do is take this part of the hook and even it up with the bait. This is extremely important. Now you can see where we got to go in right here. Take that hook and go straight at 90 degrees right through the center like that. Okay. Push the hook back up flat with the bait, and then what I do is simply skin hook it like that. See how straight that bait is? Very important. Now I like to fish these baits either single like that or double them up. Either way will work. But you talking about a dynamite bait for schooling fish. Watch this. I hope y'all can see that. Oh my goodness. Woo! Let's do it again. Y'all see that? Them fish ain't gonna be, they won't be able to stand it. Especially a good fish. When you pair them up like that, oftentimes you'll catch a better fish. When you're talking about schooling fish, you'll get a crack at a couple of them big fish. Well, let's just make a blind cast. They're not coming up right now, but we're gonna go ahead and fish anyway. I just twitch them, little twitches. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There's some coming up in front of us. And on the fall, like twitch, twitch, twitch. When you relax your line, you'll see that line go boom when one hits it. I mean, it'll be a no doubt about it. Just boom. There we go. There we go. That's a little better one, unless he got that meal full. Well, he did, but I believe this is a little better fish. Yep. That's still not the fish I've been seeing there. Elmo! Come on in here, boy. Pretty fish, yo. Y'all excuse me. Y'all know how I am. Ain't that a chunky monkey right there? Let's let him go. That's a pretty fish. He could not stand that double fluke rig going back in there. Whew. I'm tore up. Usually I can hold my composure out here, but when I see fish schooling like that, and it don't matter. You know, the majority of these fish are small, but every once in a while a big one will come up, folks, and it just tears me up. Y'all know what I mean. I know there's some good fish out here. There we go. That fish hit it on the fall. Come on back here. You hard pulling thing. He ain't that big, but he's mean. He's little. That's mainly what's out there, folks. In this grass, just little bitty ones, but 12 and a half inches long. But every once in a while, like I said, I'll see like a commode flushing type situation. That's the big ones. They'll hang around them little ones and take advantage of the injured shad. They don't have to put out much energy to do it, and they'll just eat those instead of hitting them full force like the little ones. They're smart. I've seen this happen a lot right here. And then every once in a while you'll get surprised and hook one 5, 6, 7 pounds, and you'll say, oh my goodness, I understand what's going on out here now. And I hope that's what we're going to do right here in a minute. But if y'all notice, these fish are hitting on the fall. In other words, when I twitch, throw slack in my line, as those baits fall, they'll hit it. And when they do, I don't give them but a second or two. I go ahead and set the hook. The reason is because they don't have any hands. It's in their mouth. Man, let's go, fishy. There we go. God, fish hit that on the fall. There's a school of fish right here where this one comes from, obviously. And right out in front of me, there's another school. Yep, there he is. After you feel the bite about it, oh, I don't know, 2 seconds. Set the hook. He's got it. All right. Let's see if we can catch another one over there. There's a school right in there. Or they were. I'm just going to let them fall. There went a fish right there. Small though. And I'm letting this wind blow me down through here. I'm using this trolling motor, folks, just as less as I possibly can when they're schooling like this. That's a good one right there. Just drop it right on his head. There he is. Oh my goodness. What? Oh, okay. There you goes. Oh my goodness. I caught the smallest one out of the school. Guarantee there, Elmo. Squawk. That bird's laughing at me. That was a good long cast. There he is. Come on in here, boy. I'm surprised I ain't caught two at once right here. That's a pretty little bass. Pretty and green. Fat. Go on back, boy. There's a lot of them out there. My goodness. Let's try for that fish right there. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh me. Just because they're schooling don't mean they're easy to catch. The shad that they've got a target on is much. Oh, I got a fluke. It's messed up, but maybe we can still catch it. There he is. Yep. Yeah, there we go. The shad that they're targeting, folks, is much smaller than these flukes. And I don't have anything on the boat that'll match the hatch right here, or I'd be catching a fish every cast. But still, we're getting them. Come on in here. Holla! Where's your daddy at? Quit. Hadn't been caught before he got caught again. Let's let him go. Alright, I'm going to have to re-rig my flukes. They're tearing them all to pieces. Like I said, there's just so many fish you can put in a video, but the double fluke rig. If you ain't tried it, try it. If nothing else, on these little schooling fish like this, see how most of them are small. Schooling fish give me adrenaline. Woo! Get echo back. See, there went a pretty good bass. Let's try to catch him now. That was a pretty good fish. That was at least a 2.5 pound fish, I believe. There he is, too. Ah, that ain't the fish that I seen. Doggone it. Elmo. If Elmo was with me, he'd be catching them old good ones from the back. Get him on in. Whew. My goodness. One of them good ones is going to mess up sooner or later. You going back in there. You quit being a mean baby like that. Slashing through them shad like a redfish. You ain't nothing but a little old bass fish. Okay. Wow. Let's try to get, oh my goodness. Well, who knows? Now that one wasn't small. Doggone it. That was a pretty good fish right there. Grab it, boy. He did. There we go. That's a little better. This is bass number 50. We're upgrading just a little bit there. Hell no. Folks, I know what you're thinking. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a mind reader. I want y'all to look what a school of fish right there. Woo! Okay, let's let him go. Dead. Gone, I can't. Look, both my baits is messed up. Well, we gotta fix them. This is aggravating, trying to catch the size. Some of them are so little. There we go. Oh, me, they're tearing up everything I got. It's a lot of fun right here. If nothing else, you can practice your hook set. My arm's done about to fall off, or Elmo. Golly, I hear them behind me, and look here. Look here, what a doggone mess I got. And when I turn around, they'll quit. Golly. There he is. Man. That little fish hit that. I'm talking about on this braid, it felt just like, I don't know if I explained it or not. Yeah. He's all mixed up in that salad. Just typical schooling fish. Fat and chunky, they've been eaten up.
Man, I'll tell you something. We better get on out of here. We're fixing to get a drenching. You know what a drenching is? That's when you get past wet. You just drenching. Okay? And we got about 5 minutes. That's about it. Let's go out. Let's go, man. What's wrong with you? Whoa!
Folks, we caught a few, but the main thing about this bait right here, I believe, and I've been studying it, is that loop knot. If you've never tried a loop knot in a fluke, whether you fish it by itself or a double fluke rig, try it. It really, you'll catch more fish, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, or I do. I catch a lot more fish like that. But anyway, I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Joe Jordan from Hillsboro, Montana. He sent me those flukes and the 4/0 hooks too. So, hey man, thank you for supporting the channel, young man. And you may be a bass master before you know it. The second shout out is to Patrick Lyle from Alexander City, Alabama, who sent me a depth finder, folks. It's a Helix 5 side imagery, has side imagery on it and GPS. Now tomorrow I'm going to play with it all day long to learn how to work this unit. It'll take me all day to know to learn the unit. I've had a lot of different units throughout my life. I started off with a paper graph, if y'all can remember those, but it does take a little time to get used to a unit. So that's the one that we have on Bessie right now. It's a lot more advanced than what I had, and I want to thank you very much, Patrick, for sending that to me. Hey, thank y'all for watching, all the great comments, and allowing this channel to grow. There's a lot of different techniques that we're going to do on this channel. I've just touched on a few. However, hey, woo! Woo! And remember, go fishing when you can, because it's good for you.